If you think making 10K per month in remote sales is about scripts, closing tactics, or working longer hours, you're already losing. The reps consistently making 5 figures a month have a completely different mindset than everyone else. And in this video, I'm breaking down the 10 mental shifts that will take you from chasing commissions to becoming the person that companies fight to hire. Number 1, stop chasing money and start becoming valuable. Before top performers focus on the money, they need to focus on the things that they need to work on, like the little things: communication, getting through a full conversation without stumbling over your words, being quick on the draw with rebuttals, being able to have a personality and a presence. All of these are traits that you need to focus on maximizing first before you start worrying about how much money you're going to make per month. And the problem that a lot of people face when they start out in sales is they see everyone hitting these like 10K, 20K months, and they think they're gonna start from 0 and jump up to 20K immediately. And that's just not how it works. You gotta build yourself up. You gotta become that person that can actually make 20K. So start out with small goals. Start out with your first sale, then get to 5K per month, then get to 10K per month. It's something that happens gradually. It doesn't just happen in an instant. But in order to do that, you have to first start from the ground up. So become valuable, work on your skills, and it will become natural to you. The money will follow after. And number 2, take rejection as data, not failure. Every time you hear a no, that just tells you one thing, that you're one step closer to hearing yes. And the goal for you when you first start out, it should be to hear as many no's as possible, because you want to get used to hearing the word no. You want to get into that habit so that when it happens to you, it won't throw you off your game. Like, you'll get right back up, you'll start over again. The easiest way to win in this game of sales is simply longevity. The people that stick around and last the longest are the people that make money in this business. I've seen average closers that don't have anything special about them make consistent money just by playing the long game. Number 3, consistency beats motivation. It seems like I talk about this in every single video, but it is important because I always say, motivation is temporary and consistency is permanent. Like, it's easy for somebody to find some sort of motivation to get them going for a couple hours, maybe even a couple days. And how long is that really gonna last though? Like, sales is something you have to wake up every single day and commit to if you wanna make serious money. I hate to break it to you, but the only way you're gonna do that is by being consistent every single day. And this even includes the days where you're not inspired. Like, there's always gonna be those days where you feel like not showing up to work or doing your job. But what separates high performers from losers is the fact that the high performers, they show up every single day, same time, no matter what. They understand that they have a job to complete and they have a duty, so they're gonna get it done by any means. Number 4, selling is solving a problem, not convincing. Like, if you have to convince somebody or pressure them and beg them into a sale, the chances are you shouldn't even be selling them in the first place. The best closers, they help the client sell themselves. They paint a picture for the client, and that's just to show them what their pain points are, and then they deliver the solution. And that's how you need to be. That's what you got to do if you want to ensure that you're working with the right people, first of all, and that another thing is that your business will last a long time. Like, when you're on a sales call, you're pressuring people into the sale, you're also psyching yourself out mentally, and you're exhausting yourself as well. And at that point, you won't have as much energy. So what you need to do instead is you need to have more of like a laid back sales method, so that it shows confidence in yourself, and it also takes a lot of stress off yourself, and it lets you have a natural conversation with the client. So start digging in deep to understand what their problem is, lay out the solution as clearly as possible, and your close rates are going to increase drastically. Number 5, your identity is your foundation. If you see yourself as a person that's just trying sales out, seeing if you can have a little bit of success here and there, it's never gonna work out. Like, you have to go all in. You have to be a maniac, and you have to show up every single day like it could be your last. Sales really has to become your identity, and you better get used to it now. Like, you need to put in the work so that you can see results. If you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out, that's never gonna work out. I'm sorry to tell you. That's just not how it works in sales. So identify as somebody who can consistently sell and start living like that person as well. Change your habits, change the way you carry yourself, change the way you dress, change the way you think. And as you start to change all that stuff, your results will start to change for the better as well. Number 6, short-term pain creates long-term freedom. And what I mean by this is that it's not easy to show up every single day, especially doing sales. Like, you get cussed out over the phone, you hear the word no all the time, you're just dialing the phone every single day, doing the same repetitive process, and it can get old. It's not easy on your mind to just show up and do these things every day. And that's what it takes, especially when you first start out. It takes consistency. It takes everything that you have, because you're pushing through and you're learning along the way. You're learning what to do and what not to do. Every single day that you show up and you put in the work, you're going to get 1% better. You're going to make one less mistake. And after you've been consistent for a long time, you'll finally look at your bank account and you'll understand why you do this. You'll realize that you're setting yourself apart from all the others. And also, the process only gets easier the more times you do it. So it's more natural. It's going to feel more natural to you. And then the money's going to start to come. And the hardest part is sticking it out, especially throughout that first year. Like, once you hit that first year mark, you're going to realize that you've outlasted most of the other people around you in sales. Most people fail within the first couple months. Number 7, emotional control is really what makes you money. Sales is a game of ups and downs. You're never going to be up for too long, and you're never going to be down for too long either. The thing is, anybody can perform well and have a good attitude when things are looking up. But the question is, how will you react when things aren't looking so good? The same winning attitude that you carry when you're making a bunch of sales is the same winning attitude that you have to carry around even when you're not closing a lot of deals. And what this is going to do is it's going to prevent you from going through a long drought also. Like, if you're down on yourself and you end up getting in a drought, it's going to take a lot for you to come out of that drought. It's going to be a prolonged period of time just because your mindset and your attitude are messed up. But if you have a good attitude and you stay confident and you stay positive throughout the drought, it's going to come to an end a lot quicker. And number 8, obsessing over getting the sale is always going to hurt your performance. The most consistent closers focus on metrics rather than how much money they make. Like, what I mean by metrics is they're always calculating a couple things: how many calls they made, how many calls it took them to make the sale, what percentage of the sales they closed compared to the people that they met, etc. All the little things that you need to analyze to realize where you're going wrong and what you're doing right. So break these things down into smaller metrics, and then the sales will start to come. Like, the money will always be there, but when you're focused on the money specifically and needing to get that sale, you start looking desperate, and the client can also feel that energy from you. Number 9, your environment shapes your success. The chances of you being a high-level closer while being around people that you don't want to be like, people that aren't at the level of success that you want to experience, are a lot lower than they would be if you surround yourself with winners. You need to surround yourself with people that are on the same mission as you, people that are going to push you to that next level, and people that can check you when you're doing something wrong. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to live by these people or be around them in person. You have Zoom, you have technology to do the job for you these days, but you want to find a way somehow. So find these people that are like-minded, get on board with them, and you'll always push each other to get maximum results. That's how it works. If you decide to do the same thing as all the other losers around you, then you can only expect to get loser results. You have to make a change, and you have to change your lifestyle. You have to realize what you want, and you have to put yourself in a position to win. And number 10, sales is preparing you for the real world. Something that I've always analyzed is that sales is equivalent to a lot of real world interactions. The principles and discipline that you can learn in sales can also be applied to real life situations. Whether that's confidence, discipline, communication, or resilience, all these things are applicable to sales, are also things that you need to apply to your everyday lifestyle as well. And that could be in the form of many things. Maybe you have to network with new people and show that you have confidence, show that you have proper speaking skills to make yourself look presentable. Or maybe that's in dating, for example. In dating, it's a numbers game. You have to test out a bunch of prospects before you figure out who the right one is for you. And it's the same way that you would do when you're picking up the phone, dialing a bunch of numbers before you find the sale. Being in sales just gives you a different outlook on life. It just makes everything seem a lot easier, to be honest, because what you're doing is a grind. Like, you show up every day and the goal is to make sales, not knowing that the money's going to come or not. You're really living life on the edge, and the only thing you can do is fall back on your training. Nobody's going to be there to save you. You have to save yourself. When you get out into the world, you'll realize you're a lot more equipped than most people out there. You're setting yourself ahead because you're used to it by now. You're used to the lifestyle and everything starts to become easier. Your outlook on life becomes a lot clearer and you understand the path you need to take. It's almost like you're breaking yourself out of the system. So those are the 10 mental shifts that you need to make if you want to make $10,000 plus per month. And that's the best thing I could have laid out for you. It's the best way I could have said it. I know it's not going to be a simple task to adopt all these shifts, but it's something that it is necessary. And when you get it right, just understand that the money will come. So if you found value in this video, show some love and drop a like. If there's any topics you want me to talk about with an upcoming video, go ahead and drop those in the comments and I'll be sure to get to them when I get a chance. But other than that, I will be back next time with more content.